What's up, YouTube? Deadpool 2323 here at another haul. This is kind of a long haul. I'm going to be talking through it kind of fast here. Something I've wanted to do since I started. I'm not a big variant collector, but I wanted to collect these variants. These are the new Death of X variants that they've done in Marvel recently, and I've got all 20 here I'm going to go over. Some of them are really awesome. Some of them I don't particularly care for the artwork, but some of them are really awesome. I guess they're doing a Death of X series in October, and that's going to be the end of the X-Men. So that's the rumor mill anyways. So this is all new X-Men number 11, Death of X variant. I think it's a pretty cool cover. Death to Mutants and Cyclops on the cover. The new Cyclops. Old Man Logan number 8. Doctor Strange number 10. All new, all different Avengers number 12. It's a good, cool Magneto cover. I love this cover here. Black Panther number 4. Just so fitting with Storm being on the cover. Used to be the wife of Black Panther, but also just the way that they showed her dying to Callisto. That would be such an awesome. It's an awesome cover. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's Shadowcat, number 10 there. This one's awesome. Spider-Man number 6. Kraven the Hunter with mounting Sabretooth's head. That's pretty cool. The Uncanny Avengers number 11. See Rogue and Gambit there. Invincible Iron Man number 11. Cable. I love the Apocalypse standing over Cable, but I love how Cable's arms ripped off. That's freaking awesome. Steve Rogers, Captain America number 3. It's Mystique. Maybe dead. It's kind of, when you look at that, it's kind of weird. Uncanny X-Men number 10. Really not sure who that's supposed to be dead. I think it's Cerebus, but I'm honestly not sure. This is a great one. Deadpool number 15. All his family around him. Power Man and Iron Fist number 6. It's not sure who that is actually. Extraordinary X-Men number 12. It's a good shot. Medusa killing Cyclops. The New Avengers number 13. Amazing Spider-Man number 15, which is got the all-new Wolverine. The Uncanny Inhumans number 12. That's a really cool cover. I love this cover here. The Mighty Thor number 9. It's just an awesome cover of Colossus. Daredevil number 9. I love the artwork. It makes absolutely no sense to me. How do you tie a being to a stake and burn him at the stake when his ability is to teleport? Not going to pretend I understand that one, but I just love the artwork anyways. And my favorite one, and actually this one's actually worth a little bit of money. The Astonishing Ant-Man number 10. Cyclops. I mean, just an awesome cover. Just an awesome cover. I bought 2 copies of it because I've seen them already selling pretty high on eBay. So if you're able to get this one for cover price, I would recommend doing it. I think it's going to go up in value. Alright, these next are, this next one's a flea market pickup. Man Called Nova number 25. Picked it up at a flea market, relatively cheap. I only paid a couple bucks for it. It's the last one in this series. Awesome cover. I just want to talk about Nova real quick. Nova number 1, Man Called Nova number 1, goes for quite a bit of money. It's Nova's first appearance. Really, the rest of Nova isn't that expensive. And so I'm starting to pick them up because, you know, eventually they're going to do a movie. Those are going to start going up in value. And so, you know, stuff like that, you know, like look at the Iron Fist series. 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, before they announced Iron Fist was going to be part of the Marvel television Netflix series. Iron Fist #1 was a $20 comic. You go to the conventions now and it's a $100 comic. Now, I don't know what the eBay price is on it, but still. So I kind of did the same thing, thinking the same thing might happen with Nova eventually. This is the new X-Men, number 115, and that's the variant to it. If you find this, pick it up. I picked these up for $2.50 a piece. I think I paid $10 for all 3 of these books. I think these were $2.50 and the other one was $5. This is the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Now, she didn't have a big run in the comic books. 5 or 6 books, I think, she was in. And then, she was in the Deadpool movie. But they just brought her back. She was in the Deadpool Mercs for Money #1 that just came out. I'm telling you, if you can pick her comic book up, pick it up. Pick this one up. Trust me. I told you I'm not a big eBay guy, but these next ones I got on eBay, and I picked them up. 24 comics for $25. That included shipping. I'm only going to show the key ones that were in it. Some of these aren't real expensive, but like this one right here, the Spectacular Spider-Man #148, it's in part of the Inferno crossover. The Inferno stuff, if they ever do the story right, they would go up. It'd be kind of hard to do it, but what an awesome Sal Buscema cover with the zombies. Anything zombies are pretty hot right now. Love that cover. This is Web of Spider-Man #48. I believe that's the first appearance of Demonic Hobgoblin. Don't quote me on that. Web of Spider-Man #86. It says something to do with the Hobgoblin as well, but I'm not exactly sure. Spectacular Spider-Man #147. This is Spectacular Spider-Man #149. First appearance of Carrion. Kind of a minor character. Web of Spider-Man #19, first appearance of Humbug, first appearance of Solo, which is the more important character. Showed this comic book the last time I did a haul, but I wanted to show it again because it was part of the eBay. And then Web of Spider-Man #18. Again, these are in really good condition. This is the cameo appearance of Venom. Eddie Brock is Venom. It just shows his hand pushing Spider-Man, I believe, in front of a bus or something. Again, 25 comic books for $25. All right. The rest of this haul is one score. I'm going to just put a comic book up in front. This is X-Men #4, first appearance of Omega Red. This is a major, probably my second best haul ever that I got. Everything you're about to see from here on out, I paid $80 for. So the story goes, I was in my friend's pawn shop, and I asked him if he ever gets any comic books in, and he tells me no. And another customer's in there and goes, yeah, I have comic books I'd like to get rid of. And the owner of the pawn shop said, I asked for permission to talk to the guy about it because I wanted to respect him and his business. He said, yeah, go ahead. He doesn't deal with comic books. So he tells me he has stuff from the late 80s, early 90s, mostly X-Men stuff. He says he really liked Uncanny X-Men and Wolverine. So I agreed to meet with him later that night. It was supposed to be 9 o'clock at night. I had to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning the next morning. I was going to go to his house, but then he decided he didn't want to meet at his house. The owner of the pawn shop said he is a personal friend of mine, and he vouched for the guy as a really good guy. Long story short, we agreed to meet at a supermarket, at a Winn-Dixie, in the parking lot. By the time he got there, it was 10 o'clock at night because he was running a little behind, and he called and let me know, so I wasn't sitting there waiting forever. So it's dark out, and I can't tell the conditions of any of the books I'm really looking through, but he brings about 300 books, and he says he wants $300 for all of it. I said, man, I didn't bring that kind of money. I only brought $80 cash with me. Because from what he said, the era didn't really seem to have a lot of money there. So this is the haul I got for $80 from that guy. X-Force number 2, second appearance of Deadpool, awesome Deadpool cover. X-Force number 11 is actually the first appearance of Domino is actually in this. Domino, they say the first appearance of Domino was in New Mutants number 98, but truthfully, that was Vanessa Carlyle, also known as Copycat. The true first appearance of Domino is in this book. Awesome fight scene on the cover there of X-Force number 15 between Deadpool, Infinity Gauntlet number 1. The cool thing about this is tomorrow I'm going to the Tampa Bay Comic-Con, and I'm taking this with me, and I'm getting it autographed by George Perez, along with the Infinity Gauntlet number 2, the Infinity Gauntlet number 3, the Infinity Gauntlet number 4, the Infinity Gauntlet number 5, the Infinity Gauntlet number 6. Great set. Remember, I only paid $80 for all this. Wolverine number 1. Wolverine number 8. This excellent condition book, too. One of my all-time favorite covers right there. This is one of my all-time favorite covers. Wolverine number 10. Uncanny X-Men Annual King Size number 5. Out of all the books that I got in this lot, this is the only book I actually needed for my collection. I have a pretty good run of Uncanny X-Men. I needed this book for that run. Everything else I actually already have, and I'm going to look to flip. Uncanny X-Men number 222. Awesome cover. Uncanny X-Men number 251. One of my all-time favorite covers. Uncanny X-Men number 256. It's the first time Psylocke is Asian. Uncanny X-Men number 268, another awesome cover. Uncanny X-Men number 244, first appearance of Jubilee. X-Men Annual number 14, cameo first appearance of Gambit. Uncanny X-Men number 266. This book is in excellent condition. The only problem is the cover. It's flat and it doesn't have a spine roll, but you can see that they folded it off center. It's straight. The spine is straight, but they rolled this page just a little bit too far when they made the cut. I don't know how that affects the grading, if it affects the grading. But again, $80 for all that. And I'm not done. So the last book I got, as I'm going through, I find this book. The New Mutants, number 98. So I put all the books together, and again, I can't tell. And I tell, the guy had no idea what he had and what it was worth. I told him what I felt each of the books were worth. I told him if they were in mint 9.8 condition, and the guy understood condition, this is what they're worth. But it's tough to tell the condition, and I made him a conservative offer. I said, I only brought $80. I'd like to buy all these books for $80. He knew what he had, and he didn't hem or haw at all. He goes, I know you're going to make money on this. He goes, I expect you to make money on this. I'm just glad to offload some of this, and yeah, I'll take $80. He went through all the books real close to see what he had that I was buying from him, and he agreed to it. So I get home, and I'm going to do a little visual aid here. I've got all the books like this. And as I'm going through them, I'm flipping them over like this so that I keep them in order. Right? when I get to this New Mutant 98 and I flip it over, there was a second copy right behind it that I didn't even realize I was buying. Like I said, I went through all the books. I put my stack together. I told him I thought each copy was worth. I handed the guy the books. He went through each book, each package, and looked at them, so he knew what he was getting rid of, and he agreed to the price. And I called him up, and he knew there was 2 copies in there, and I said okay, and that was that, and $80 for all that. So I was extremely stoked to get that 2 nights before the Tampa Bay Comic-Con. I'm going to take almost all of them to the Tampa Bay Comic-Con and try to flip them for some money. I will end up keeping 1 copy of the New Mutants, and I will try to flip the other copy. So that was a lot of books. A lot of those books you guys have already seen in my hauls. I don't like showing stuff I've showed before, but that was such a good haul. I felt it needed its own video. I just wanted to show that haul before I go to Tampa Comic-Con, because I'm probably not going to have most of the stuff with me when I come back. So probably tomorrow night I'll be doing another video, my Tampa Comic-Con video, and I'm bringing just a couple hundred with me, not a whole lot. I haven't set a price yet. It depends on, you know, what $200 is about what I'm looking to spend. And if I can sell this stuff, then I'll keep that too. But if all you guys are going to Tampa Comic-Con, I hope you have some good hunting. And until next time, happy hunting.